Curious about Antelope Audio's growing arsenal of hardware-based vintage effects? Here are more of our legendary guitar amp and cab models, powered by our custom FPGA chip for unbeatable authenticity and audio realism, comparable only to the real hardware gear. You can now achieve the tone of several generations of cult musicians and iconic engineers. From the crystal and punchy 50s jazz sound, the raw 60s rock and roll, to the complexity of psychedelic rock and diverse contemporary guitar-oriented music. It's all in the box. Plexi 59. Take a good look at Plexi 59. This is the amp that created the tone of classic rock. We poured our heart and soul into the recreation of the legendary voice of this warm and loud amp. Plexi 59 sounds bright and crunchy with a lot of headroom. Antelope's powerful FPGA allowed us to achieve the signature tone of this late 50s hand-wired tube legend. Pair it with two 12-inch OB green speakers and your guitars will have a meaty, thick bottom end with super smooth mids. When pushed hard, Plexi 59 gets really loud, but never muddy. Controls include presence, bass, middle, treble, and of course volume. Rock 75. Our Rock 75 is surely as loud as the real hardware inspiration. The tube amp legend that quickly became a standard for all big stadium rock raves. Back it up with four 12-inch vintage speakers and your guitars will be raising hell. Presence, bass, middle, treble, volume and gain are available and deliver 100 watts of all-valve power rock punch. No reverb and no effects, just the pure rock tone which has kept this amp in demand for over 40 years. Rock 75 is like the Plexi 59 on steroids. All the cranking his older brother couldn't handle is now possible. 40 years on, this amp gave guitarists not only more heat but more control over the output level. Now that legendary amp architecture is authentically recreated by Antelope's powerful FPGA. Rock 2210. The 80s were marked by a worldwide hard rock and heavy metal explosion. For amp manufacturers, that meant one thing: more gain. Rock 2210 is FPGA modeled after the amp which handled this new sound the best. Its savage and aggressive sound is achieved thanks to its 4x10 green speakers cabinet, extra clipping diodes, and its EQ placed after the third gain stage. Antelope's Rock 2210 features presence, bass, middle and treble controls, plus master and preamp volume for even more detailed gain control. These three plugins are an integral part of our expanding line of hardware-based effects. Follow Antelope Audio on Facebook and YouTube and subscribe to our newsletter via antelopeaudio.com to stay up to date with all the benefits of our constant mission to improve your studio experience.